have a pad of paper here with me at all times.
Do you want me to go grab one of those ones from the box?
Yeah, yes, I would like one of those. But here I got a clipboard.
Oh, there you go.
And a pen.
You want me to
and
take
I
notes?
Yeah, well, if I would ever if I ever promised them something,
Oh, okay.
I got to write down, like what did I promise that I would show how to make, because I don't
You're in the middle of
remember
all those things.
And that's it. On Monday, I was so tired from the wedding, but I left the wedding after all my kids did.
Yeah, you're a party animal. Choose doing fireball shots.
Yes. Well, they were singing a song called Fireball.
Oh yeah, and so you have.
And
to
so
have
I
a
sent
shot.
them, I was sending them names of songs, and I was asking people, what's the name of this song? I want to tell my kids this is my favorite song. It was Fireball. Do you know how that song goes? I can't even remember.
I think there's.
But it's like totally not anything I would ever listen to. And then the best part was, at the end of the night, I said, Chris was the mother of the bride.
Okay.
I said, Chris and I are heading to South Beach. We'll see you tomorrow. Right? Yes.
Nobody expects that. That's what we closed out with my daughter's friend.
Yeah.
It was the mother of the groom and I.
Yeah.
I didn't get out of bed.
I honestly, I
until
get no
3.
exercise, and they were making me dance. And I thought, I'm going to have pulled muscles tomorrow.
Take an Advil before the
Yes.
wedding.
Yes, I should have. Yes, I never expected that. And then I was the only one drinking Pinot Grigio, and there was like 3/4 of a bottle left, and they made me take it home with me. So I get in the Uber with my bottle of wine.
With their bottle.
Yeah, so it was really fun. Too bad
sorry
it
the rain,
rained. So,
yeah.
oh my goodness, it was like, now see, the Floridians will tell me, no, that was nothing like a hurricane. But to me, it was like I was in a
was
hurricane.
torrential.
It was like the trees were going sideways. Yeah, and I felt so bad for the bride. Cleared up for like a good hour and a half, right? Right when the wedding started.
During the ceremony.
Yeah.
Ceremony.
Oh,
and
that
then-
was nice.
They had a guy in a raincoat, full raincoat, poncho kind of thing, and he had like a squeegee, and he just kept walking by during the wedding, and he would just walk by. Did you see him?
Yeah,
It was like, he was just real quiet.
who's
They
the-
would squeegee the water away.
Who's the weather guy that always shows up to things?
I don't know. Joe DiNardo. That's the only
They always say I can't remember his name, but if he shows up, you're in trouble.
Oh, that's that guy. I
The
know.
hurricane
From the weather.
guy.
Yeah,
From
yeah,
the
yeah.
Weather Channel, if he's in your town, you know it's bad.
Yes. I forget his name, but he's handsome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Jim Cantori.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay.
That could
I
be a
don't have a
trip.
bag made, but we will by the end of the day. Okay, we're on. We were just chatting and we're fine. All right, welcome to Gloria Horn Sewing Studio Technique Tuesday. I promised you that I was going to show you how to make the Fat Quarter gift bag. I have Sherry with me because she has made the Fat Quarter gift bag, but how many years ago?
A year and a half.
Year and a half.
More or less.
So I pulled her in. I said, Sherry, you've made one of these bags before, haven't you? And she said, yeah. I said, you're on the show. So she's going to talk me through it, because there was a couple of things I got mixed up with, and then a couple of things that I'm changing,
That
too.
are a little different, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
But we have to open up today's present. Yes. And Sherry was very involved with packing the boxes, and yes, and what we're going to start on next year's boxes right January 2nd. We're going to start, right? Yeah.
Yep, we
'Cause
are.
It's been really, really fun. And package number 19, you are going to love, because look at this. Now, some of you already opened it, but 12 of the official Baby Lock bobbins. They are the blue tint bobbins.
10.
No, well, this one has 12.
Does it?
Oh, it did, because I took 3 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It had 12. Okay, but it was only supposed to
yeah,
have 10?
I think they're supposed to have 10.
Okay, and there must have been.
We gave
so
you extra
guys,
ones.
you guys have to tell us whether you got
Between
10 or
10 and
12.
Supposed to be 10.
10. It was supposed to be 10. Well, my bag had 12.
Candy.
Yeah, okay. But still, I mean, remember, I used to sell Vikings. And I checked on Viking bobbins, and they were, the green bobbins, and they were, for a pack of 10, $17.95. That meant
Wow.
$1.79
A bobbin.
for a bobbin. Yes. And so Baby Lock bobbins, to begin with, are a really good deal, but we have a really good deal today on 100 bobbins. 100 bobbins for how much, PJ? Did you say $33.95? So for
$39.95.
39. So for 40
a good deal.
cents a bobbin. So that would be like 10 bobbins for $4 compared to 10 bobbins for $17.95. So a
Yeah.
deal is coming later on, okay? All right. So the first thing it tells you to do with your bag is you have 2 fat quarters of fabric, okay? And then it wants you to cut 2 pieces 10-inch by 11.5-inch tall rectangles of outer fabric. I started mine. I was going to make one. You know, I always have these dreams of making it ahead of time.
And then life gets in the way.
Life gets in the way. The store gets busy. So I thought, I'm going to make it. I'm going to have one done. But, okay. So anyhow, it was this was 10-inch by 11.5. Okay. So you need 2 of those. 10-inch by 11.5, and the same thing, 10-inch by 11.5 of lining. Then you're going to cut 2 pieces of fusible fleece, same size, 10-inch by 11.5, and you're going to iron those to the back of your outer piece. And I decided to make my outer piece the navy blue. Okay, so I did that. Then I had to take and cut a 2-inch corner out of each one of the pieces at the bottom, so only on one end of all 4 pieces. Now I do have a scrap piece because I want to show them.
Oh, your ruler.
I got my and
It's under there.
oh, good. Okay. See why I needed you? Yes, because usually I'm here and I was like, I just want to run out the door because I can't find
can't find
anything. No, and that's what happens to me at home. I'm very excited though. Tommy is started on the February Wander Lane. Yeah, so
It's going to be cute.
I don't know what our house is going to look like for Christmas because I got to sew the same
Wander
post.
Lane.
It's going to be Wander Lane all over the floor. Yes.
Everybody
But
else
that's-
has a winter wonderland. You have a winter
I got
wonderland.
scraps of Wander Lane all over the floor. Yes, but okay, it's keeping my whole family going. Okay, so they wanted me to cut 2-inch squares. So I'm just lining up my 2-inch squares right here. And PJ, oh, look at how good the camera work is.
Nice.
He has another camera that he wants me to get. And I got to check with the accountants and make sure it's okay. But, and he says it'll be even better. What's it going to do?
It's just looks really, really nice.
Really nice. And so it'll be
Because
really
you can
clear
do all the
pictures.
Commercials and little extra videos and tutorials.
Yes. So
It's
yeah.
more technical than that, but thank you
Yeah,
for that.
yeah. Yes, it'll do good videos. Okay, it's worth it, don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got both of these lined up on the 2, and you just cut till you hit the. See, it's got like an overcut. Okay.
Oh, nice.
And then, I better switch over to this
Yeah.
side, and then I'm going to do the same thing here. Okay, and then pull that out. Oh, now.
But
see,
you did the overcut.
yeah, I did, and it usually works, so I didn't do something right. Okay, but I think it's because I had 2 layers.
Do it again.
Let's check it again. Okay, but then all you do is take your, I like my Karen K. Buckley. When I need to snip really close, I like the Karen K. Buckley,
The point
but I
on
really
those.
like the blue ones better. Okay, that's one. Okay, which PJ, I didn't tell you to do these.
Are those
but-
smaller?
yeah, and then and
oh,
it's
the
like
point
the
is
point
smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, we're gonna try again with 1 layer. Okay, but it is it's nothing to have to cut it. So I'm gonna line it up on the 2 and the 2, and then hold that in place, and there, and just pull it away. Okay, if
Maybe
you
that's what it was. The 2 layers.
doing the or a piece with fusible fleece, you might have to snip. So it depends on the
Oh, we don't have
thickness.
one.
Yeah, and that's if it's connected, it's fine. Just snip it, right? Okay. So we did that on all 4 corners. Now the other thing we had to get ready is it tells you to cut 2 pieces of fabric 4-inch by 10-inch. Okay, 4-inch by 10-inch, 2 pieces, and then 2 pieces of fusible fleece, 4-inch by 10-inch, and then fuse them. So I'm gonna get my iron. Hopefully it's on there. Okay, you keep track of the directions. Okay.
Want me to fuse?
Well, I can.
Okay.
You just be the brains of the place. Okay, because all the while I was doing this, I was thinking, that's going to make that seam allowance so bulky. And then as soon as I read, like, read step 3.
Turn handles right side out.
See? Stop there, right? Would you, like, what? What are they trying to make me do? So I'm just getting it with a little steam and holding it down. Okay, so no good. Okay, make sure it's still heating up. Okay.
It's too bulky.
Yeah, I can't turn that. So all I did is, hopefully you can see, if you need me to move anything,
You good?
okay, so all I did was fold it in half and iron it. Oh, and I got my clips. I think they're over there, Sherry. So,
Yep.
okay, you gotta have clips. There. I kind of want it, I want a crease. You know, when you put the fusible fleece on, it doesn't want to crease. Okay, but then, see, they wanted it this wide. I thought for a little
Kinda
bag.
wide for a little bag.
Yeah, so I went almost to the center. If you go all the way to the center, it's a little bit bulky. So almost to the center. And I'm going to grab my iron again. You hold there. Okay, grab my iron again. And I'll go just almost to the center. Okay. And the same thing on the other side.
Did you clip it?
And yeah, let's clip it because that'll make it hold better. So get some clips. What'd we do without these clips? We jabbed our yes, yes. We're used to
in
it.
and bled a lot.
Yeah, yes. You can like if a grandchild, you're trying to teach them how to sew and they get jabbed with a pin, they don't want to sew ever again. Yeah. So
Now they can play with these little clips.
yeah, then they like it. So there. Just hold it. So I'm just ironing it towards the center, just leaving a little bit of gap in the center so it's easy to fold. There, okay. I'm just getting a little bit of a crease and then we'll fold it again in half. Then we're going to use our brand new presser foot. This is the one we're going to use, this foot, to do the top stitching. So I think I'll iron and then I'll clip again later. Yeah, it just wants to spring open, doesn't it?
That's a lot of fleece
What's the
in one
foot
spot.
I forget what the foot is called. I don't remember. But it's got the guide. And if anybody didn't get the box, we do sell this foot. And this is what's so nice. If you want to sew 1 inch from the edge on a hem, you'll just set that up and rest. Wait till you see
It's
it.
a nice guide.
Yes, it is. It is a nice.
And it's open on the inside.
Yes, it's more open. Like I tried to use my 1/4 inch foot with guide, and the opening isn't big enough to do what I wanted to. Okay, so now I'm going to clip it. Okay, so Sherry, maybe I can have you iron the next one.
Okay.
Okay, while I go over to the sewing machine, I get to sew.
Okay.
The sewing is the fun part.
I agree.
Yes. Okay, and I'll take my foot with me. I'm going to take the 1/4 inch foot with me too. Okay, maybe I'll bring these pieces over. Okay, and I'm going to, well, you need clips. I'll leave you some clips. There
Thank
go.
you.
Okay. This is fun, isn't it? So when you pick up your grandson today, you're going to have to,
Guess what Gigi did today?
yes, and you'll have to show them how you were on the show. So Tiffany was on earlier. Did she mention that her son's class watches? Yes. And of course she said her sons are like mortified. Yes, because what we talked about them one time that she was going to make them polar bear pillowcases. So okay, so what I want to do with this, I want to sew close to the edge. Wait till you see how nice this is. So I'm just putting that guide right up to the foot, okay? And I'll just snap it on like regular. So I lower my foot and snap it on. But see, my needle is too far. So I'm coming over to my screen, and I from doing it earlier, I decided I wanted the stitch length to be 3. I do like that knot that goes forward and back. Joni likes the one that stitches in place, but I like 1-03. So just whatever you like. And then I'm going to do the left-right shift. Now, and I'm going to go as up all the way up to 7. So as I'm pressing it, you can see the needle change position. So I'm taking that number all the way up to 7. I don't know, I don't think it goes any farther. No, it doesn't. So I'm all the way up to 7. And then, so you can see in the foot, my needle is all the way to the right, and I'm just going to line up my fabric at the edge, right along this white plastic guide. Now, when you sew, it's going to bump into your clips, so I just move my clips a little farther out so I won't bump into my clips. There, so you don't have to take them off, you can just move them. I'm going to lower my foot. Oh, Steve always wants me to close the lid. I'm going to do that because he wants everybody to know it's a Solaris Vision. And actually he got, he still has a really good deal on the Solaris Vision. So if you want to be doing all the things we do, see, I'm just resting it here, kind of pushing it alongside that. Do you see that? And it's just holding it right in place for me. And I'm getting perfect top stitching. Okay. I want the other side to be the same. I'm just going to sew a couple more stitches, then press my reverse button. That makes it tie a knot. And you remember I said I like the one that goes in reverse, goes forward, and then cuts my thread. There, oops, slid off the end. Okay, so the one side is stitched. You can hardly see it because it blends right in. But I'm going to take the next side, tuck it under, and tuck it right up against that guide, and then sew the other side. So look at that. I'm going to have perfect top stitching on both sides, just resting right along the side.
They need that foot.
They do.
Sandra lost hers in the house.
Oh no, she has to get that foot. How about, did you, I don't think.
Let me look. I'll search like guide foot.
Yeah, like we have, we could get the ones, in the Baby Lock packaging, but they cost a lot more. So we'll have it on Thursday night. We'll sell that foot on Thursday night, and so she can buy another one. Yes, you'll find it as soon as. So there, I've got 2 nice rows of top stitching. Okay, so here I got a thread hanging, and of course I don't have my snips handy. Yes, we got scissors. Okay, so do you have the other one ready, Sherry?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm just gonna snip. There we go. Okay, and we're good. So there, I'm just gonna make sure the clips are far away. So you can do this, think about it. It just takes 10-inch by 11.5-inch pieces of fabric. So this is a time to pull out all your scraps and make lots and lots of gift bags.
5/8-inch seam guide foot.
Yes, that's what it is. So you can adjust this, so also the one side, so you can see. But if you want to sew like a 1-inch hem in, you just set that on the 1-inch, and you would rest it along the bottom of your hem. So you'll slide this out, and you'll measure from center over 1 inch and decide exactly where you want to put it to sew your hem in. Like maybe a blue jean hem I might want here. And the only reason why I did right needle position is because if I would have sewn, in center needle position, this would have been at about 3/8 and it wouldn't have looked good. And so right now, it's at about 1/4 inch there. Okay, so here, all right. Here, I'm going to go this side. And I'll lower my foot. Oh, I moved it. I wonder, what did I do? I moved it. So I'm moving it back in, and then I'll position it. And there. Hey, I have to remember, PJ, I bought Christmas stockings like 2 or 3 years ago, and they're up in the attic, and I want to embroider everybody's name on them. Finally, this year, they have to have everybody's name on them because I want to do a Christmas stocking for everybody, but I have to go upstairs and find them. Okay, there, and then press the reverse, and it ought to, see, I'm not even touching my foot control. It automatically goes in reverse and cuts my thread. Okay, now they said your next step, so how did they word it? What did they say? So they said, cut the 2-inch squares out of the bottom corners, which we did. Join the 2-inch sides cut in the last step and stitch. So I'm assuming I go like this and I stitch.
Right.
So here's another time I'll just keep that presser foot on and keep it in left position. Or at this point, I could put in my 1/4-inch piecing and go center needle, which that's what I'm gonna do. This is another foot that's a must-have foot.
Oh gosh, what is it called?
It's called 1/4-inch piecing with guide.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go back to center needle here. So I've got my left-right shift, but if I just reselect the stitch, it takes it back to the factory settings. So if I just reselect it, because I didn't put this into memory, and there. So usually I do this after I've sewn the sides together. So this is the first, so that's why I called for Sherry. I thought things aren't just looking normal to me. And so I said, I need you to be my moral support. So I do this right.
1/4-inch foot, quilting foot with guide.
With guide.
Yes, it's not the one that came with the machine. This one is wider, so it holds your fabric down better and prevents puckering. You can also, the one that came with your machine just has a little needle hole opening, just a real circle, and so you can't adjust your needle position, and so you can't. And also the metal piece that guides the fabric wobbles. And so this one, it's in there really strong. It doesn't move. Just making sure I'm one on top of the other. There we go. So I just sew like the very end, maybe one more stitch, and then press reverse, and it'll go in reverse. 3 stitches, forward 3 stitches, and then it cuts. Okay, so I got one done. I'll give you this one to hold, Sherry.
Okay.
Okay, and here. All right, this one. We like quick, easy little projects like this. You know, this is perfect. So this, we found it on the Baby Lock website. So we're gonna go searching for more. To tell you the truth, it was really hard to find, wasn't it, Sherry? It
Yeah.
was like, I don't know
It's
how.
very obscure on there.
Yeah, so we'll find them for you and keep demonstrating good little projects that we find on there. There's tons and tons of them. So here, lining that one up, lower my foot. Now, your machine, if you have it on the right
press
setting,
these.
it will lower your foot for you when you start. Except,
What pattern are you working on?
oh, okay, what's the name of this one? Look at this, I got
It's
my
fat
thread
quarter
caught.
bag.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
Yeah, and that's how you have to search for it on the Baby Lock website.
Okay,
But
fat
but
quarter
anybody
bag.
that got the bag, that got the Advent box, this came with the fat quarters.
Yeah.
So they all have the directions.
Okay. So we probably don't have it entered.
There.
They can
It's a
find it
free
on the Baby-
download
yeah,
on
it's
the
a free
Baby Lock
download.
website.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so look, I got my other one done. I'll put that one over here. Now I'll do the other two. Now we have a whole bunch of good things to show you, so you gotta stay with us. Okay. See, I like to lower my foot first before I start, so. I just kept the navy blue thread in, because this is the lining anyhow. And it's gonna cut. There. Get the next one. So just line them up with each other and stitch. So. I do like the option of being able to decide whether I want the machine to lower the foot or I want to lower it manually. So here we have the presser foot lifter on the back of all of our machines, and then the raise and lower over the presser foot on the front too. Because if I decide I wanted, you know, there's times when I want to manually do it, and you have that option with the Baby Lock. There. Okay, So now, what is our next step?
step. Here you go.
Okay.
So you are going to stitch the two pieces together.
Okay. Okay. So right there.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, and on this one they want us to leave right a 4-inch opening. So
Right.
shows so here
3
she's
inches,
got it
yeah.
all lined up for me. Okay. And now did you finger press the seams open?
I did.
Yes, she did that for me. I'm gonna clip
It's
that.
better to finger press it than just do it a left and a right because it's too bulky with the fleece in
with the
it.
fleece, yeah. Okay, and I'm gonna hold that like that, and I'll take the clip out as I go.
Oh.
I do have a.
You forgot to stitch the other one.
Oh, did I? Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, oops. Okay, oops. I only did 2. Did anybody catch that? Usually there's somebody watching this and Gloria, you only did 1 piece. So here. And my daughter-in-law, Chelsea, that's PJ's wife, she was ordering prime rib to have on Christmas. So, like, my daughter-in-law, Maddie, she takes care of all the food. Yes, and Chelsea and Maddie are texting each other, deciding what to
nice.
have. Isn't that wonderful?
nice.
And then I got pies from Sherry's grandson's
Preschool.
Yes, and so we're gonna have pies and everything.
That was good to be
And
in charge of dessert.
Yes, yes. But I'm gonna be off in the corner sewing Wander Lane the whole day. So, but we're gonna have. I'll have all day Sunday. Yes, it's gonna be nice.
Is there a Solaris at your house yet, PJ?
No.
Is there a Solaris at your house yet?
No, nope. We want to have beginning sewing with Maddie and Chelsea, and because they've never sewn before, we don't want them to know anything, and so we're gonna start it. We're thinking sometime in January when we're in our new place. There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna sew these 2 together, and making sure that I see that underneath piece. And I'm just getting a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Making sure that underneath piece doesn't slip under. You know how that happens. I kind of angle it a little bit so I'm sure that I'm resting against the guide. I did put in a brand new 9014 embroidery needle. You know how that one's my favorite. And because it's just really sharp, and then I know it's going to pound through when we go through all these layers down here. So I'll slip out that clip as we go. Lift up. I
say
do have a
3 inches
stiletto here, so if you need the stiletto to kind of make those fabrics lay the way they're supposed to, but I think because we clipped it, it's doing okay. So there, I'll pivot here a little bit, hold it up. Make sure that the bottom layer is not slipping. Nope, it's good. It's good.
She was requesting Kathy or Luann. I wonder if I can grab them.
Okay, she's requesting what?
A little bit of help with something else, and I wonder, like, while you're doing this.
Yes,
So let
okay.
me go see if I can get.
Kathy to
Yeah.
come up and answer a question? Okay. Why not? She'll love it.
Kathy's
Yeah.
not here.
Oh, wasn't Kathleen?
Kathleen,
Kathleen, yeah.
could.
Kathleen will know if it's a Kimberbell thing. She's right in there with Kimberbell.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll put her on the spot. Say, Kathleen, come on upstairs.
Well, she lives in front of her. She can always just call it.
So I ordered the machines for our new classroom. Steve ordered them today. So we are putting, we don't like large classes, you know, because it's like the students will get a lot more attention. We only like 6 people in a class, and that's also easier on the teacher. You know, it's to try to help 12 people at a time is really tiring, so we like doing 6 people at a time. So that's what Kathy requested for her Kimberbell. She has a really neat Kimberbell class coming up, and we'll know the dates, but the machines are on their way, so we don't have to worry about anything. So I did the whole thing, okay?
Okay, now this one, The space in between here is 3 inches.
Okay, so they want you to leave 3 inches open at the bottom. So she left me these 2 clips. And it's give or take a little bit if I
Yeah.
go over. So I'm going to go around. I always have my machine with the pivot function. I know some brands, bobbin thread
bobbin.
is almost empty. Well, we're going to wind a bobbin. Well, my bobbin thread's empty. I'm just going to cut. And I like whenever I have spool caps and bobbins, I keep my spares up here. So I'm going to take it out here. Now, the other way to override it, if you were almost done, you would have gone into settings and turn off the sensor. Let's find that just so they know how to do it. So I'm going to go into settings, and it's automatic. No, it's not on page 1. Automatic, no pivoting, no 3, no, it's not on the 4. Upper and bobbin thread sensor. Turn that off, because look at how much thread was left. I might have made it all the way around.
It's such a fun game.
Oh,
make it to the
see,
end of the
I
bobbin.
probably could have made it all the way around. So, but I'm going to turn it back off. Okay, so speaker volume, I'll go there. And I'm going to leave it on. Okay, but I could have made it if I was daring enough. Okay, so I got my bobbin put on up here. Now I'm using our embroidery thread. And what happens when I try to fill a bobbin with embroidery thread, it wants to jump out of this thread guide right here. So normally they just want you to go like that. And then it'll jump out of there and it'll fill like spaghetti. So what I do when I get there, okay, I go just like they say, kind of like in a figure 8, but then I go around again. Okay, so I go around again. It doesn't affect anything. I always go around 3, 4. I think I'm just so used to going around a bunch of times. And you remember you have a cutter here. So push this, and then they don't like us to fill the bobbins any more than half speed. So I don't test it. I just go at half speed. I know others will fill faster, but I just stay at that half speed. And see, because I went around twice, it's not jumping out of that thread guide, and it's filling really nice and smooth. Now wait a minute, look at something did happen.
Jumped out.
Okay, but it's not. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. But see, it jumps out. So now I'm gonna just stop it there because that's all I'm gonna need. But see, because I went around twice, my bobbin is filled really nice. So it didn't matter. But these embroidery threads tend to jump out of the thread guides. So I'm going to put my bobbin in.
That's interesting that works like that, because you would think it would
It
tighten
would,
it.
yeah, it would be too tight. Am I seeing a thread there? No. I'm not seeing good today. There.
Now, should I put pre-wound bobbins in the list?
Yeah, we do. But see, a project like this, you can't use the pre-wound because they're white, and you would never want white on the other side. So there are lots of times when we want our thread to match in the bobbin. So normally I would just have regular thread in my bobbin, the regular sewing thread. Stronger is the 100% polyester, but a lot of quilters like using the 100% cotton. So whatever you like. I'm going to position again and sew. I have to remember to leave that opening. See, for me, a 3-inch opening wouldn't be big enough. So here I'm just crossing over, and you have it clipped. So this time, because it isn't so thick, I see you just pushed one seam to one side and one seam to the other.
And it'll make it lay better with the
Yeah.
right side.
So I'm just going to go to about right here and then press my reverse button, let it tie that knot. I guess we should put white thread in because my navy blue top stitching is going to really show from the other side. And I'll slide it up here. And the dimension isn't critical, so if you're give or take a little bit, I hope I didn't make it too small. Oh, Sherry, maybe I did. But you don't want to make it too small because then it's harder to turn it. There.
when you're using that stitch that does the back stitch that goes a couple forward,
Yeah.
it's really good to use that when you're going to have an opening, because if you do it in place, sometimes it'll still pull it out, but this gives it some reinforcement when you
Yeah,
turn
I
it.
feel like the stitching in place doesn't hold it strong enough, so that's why I always do the one that
Yeah.
goes in reverse. There, and now look at this, Sherry. I don't match right at the top, but it's not
It's
going to
okay.
matter,
No.
is it? Here,
Not at
let's
all.
take a look. So,
Oh, it's tiny.
It's tiny. We're fine. Okay, so now, what's our job now?
All right, then we're going
We have to put the
to,
straps on,
let's see,
right?
turn the lining right side out, insert
Okay.
into the outer piece.
Okay, right side out. And insert. So this is still wrong side out. Okay, and then I'll just come in, and I guess matching the side seams.
And it says,
that.
measure 2 1/4 from each seam and mark with a fabric pencil.
Uh-oh. Do we have a fabric? I do. I have fabric pencils. I have but I don't have a ruler. See,
Well, we have a big one.
there. Okay, I'm just going to clip it at the side seams, and then from here I
there
can
a
measure
ruler,
over
PJ, do you
the
know?
2 1/4. There. Or what did they say, 2 1/4 or 2 1/8?
2 1/4.
Okay, all right. Everybody's requesting that I get
Oh,
those
here.
little Gloria horn rulers again, and I am going to get those. Okay, so 2 1/4 from the seam. So there's my seam, and I'll mark it. This probably would have been easier to do when it was laying flat. Okay,
That's
2
going to
1/4.
mark the
But you
where
could do it
that's
your
gonna
own
mark
way.
where you put the handles.
Yeah. So there, okay, 2 1/4. That sure looked like more than 2 1/4 over there on the other side. I better double check. So let's see. No, I'm good. Okay. And then I'll flip it over and do the other one. So 2 1/4. And then the other side, and I already have the clip in. I better take the clip out.
Oh, you have handles.
So from the seam, so I'll go 2 1/4 right there and mark it. Okay. All right. Now the placement of the handles, right?
Right, and that's the placement of the handles.
So do I,
And
so,
you put them inside.
okay. So now I'm looking at my handle, deciding which side I like better. Okay. So like how, like that?
Right.
Or,
So
Or
it
like that?
goes like one on the inside that way and the other one on this side.
and just making sure you don't twist it.
Right.
Okay.
Make sure it's nice and
So I'm
smooth.
thinking too hard.
Right.
Okay, so there, and I think I'll just clip it. So there, I've got it right on the edge. So I've got the edge of my handle right there at my marking. And I let go of the handle. We'll bring this one up. And clip it. Okay, and then the other one. And there I've got my lining. So I'm only clipping it
You're
to
only
the
clipping it to the
outside.
outside, right.
Okay, all right. So now I'll get this one, and I guess it looks good both sides. Okay, so I'll just clip this one. I'll clip it this way. Whoop, I've got the lining caught there. So I want it in between the lining and the outer purse. So it's here. There, and clip it. Am I almost done? I guess
Yep,
I should
you
get
are.
I should take the embroidery unit off because I should do the next in the with the free arm. So I should turn off the machine, right? And then while I'm doing the, and we're gonna pull that off, and then wow, enough so I have to get the, it has to go all the way off. Yeah. So now I'll turn on the machine. So they do recommend. Okay, Sherry, make sure I don't
then-
twist it. So if I
right.
just go like this. Okay, and it looks like my fusible fleece. So, am I twisted? It looks like I might
I think
be.
you are.
Oh, goodness. Okay.
There you go.
So, like that. Okay, so we're looking in there and I'm not twisted. Okay. I would have made a mess of this.
And-
I'm going to take this. Oh, wait,
And then
no.
you take your
clip.
lining and you clip all of that
Okay.
together.
You know what? I'd
And if
like,
you want to baste it just to hold them in place,
I want
you can
this
do it either
foot
way.
back on. Because I think I'd like to have that just a little bit wider than the quarter
go
inch.
around?
Yeah. Although maybe I'll keep my needle in center. That's what I'll do.
Do you want to sew?
Okay. So here I am going. Yeah. Oh, did you switch me to sewing or?
Yeah, I
what
thought
was
maybe you
doing?
wanted to sew.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so because we turned the machine off, it was at the
Yeah.
main screen. Okay, I didn't get what was going on there. Okay.
You look like you were ready to sew.
Yes, and I better not. I better clip. Okay, so I'm going to match my side seams. I don't have to worry about leaving a seam open or anything. Okay. Maybe I'll just clip here and there.
Do the sides first.
Sides first, and
yeah.
then I can fool with it. This is going to be real.
Always twists her handles.
Yeah, I do. I always twist my handles.
Joy does too.
Yeah.
What can she do to prevent?
Right. What can we do, Sherry? I mean, it's like every time.
When you do it once,
Yeah.
reach in and pull it out like you're going
Oh,
to have
yeah.
before you sew it.
Okay.
Is this gonna work?
So you're saying yes, and you're going, oh yeah, it's gonna work. Okay. All right. So maybe Joy
Before
and
you've
I
made
will
the
try
commitment.
that. Okay. So then I'm just gonna kind of
Yep.
stretch it, and it's not critical either, is it? It's like if your seams don't match exactly right, they still will like the present that you're giving them, right? Okay, so this side.
It's a
I'll
very
just-
forgiving bag.
Yes, and it turns out really cute, like with all the, depends on the fabric that you chose. So the reason why we gave this present early, it wasn't supposed to be open till later, but many of you received Christmas fabric. And we thought, who wants Christmas fabric after Christmas?
The
Nobody.
23rd.
The 23rd of Christmas. Who wants to be making a bag the 23rd of Christmas? Whoops. And so we said, uh-oh. But next year, we're going to know what we're doing, right, Sherry, when we do the
Yep.
Christmas bags, the Christmas boxes next year. I did like that we gave everybody boxes that they could reuse and bags that they could reuse. Are you reusing your bags? Are you can put little presents for the Christmas stockings. You don't have to wrap them. You can put them in your bags. So I think I'd like to do that again, because anything to make anybody's Christmas a little bit easier. So, but gone are the days that we have to be up in the middle of the night, right, Sherry? Yes, putting together
Putting together a
things.
toy.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave this right on the edge of the presser foot. I left it at center needle position. The stitch length is 2. I don't think I need it to be a 2. I'll just go 2.5. Oh, I'm in the piecing menu. So I like my utility menu. So I like 103. And that also gives me, so this is the garment sewing menu. So the stitch length is at 2.5, and I'm just gonna lower my foot.
And you're making it a little bit more than a quarter of an inch.
Yeah, so I'm sure I'm catching all the layers. It goes slow at first, so if you have your foot down on the pedal, it's gonna go fast like it just did for me. So just go easy on that pedal. Okay, so I'm gonna take out this clip, making sure that I don't shift that, but I think it's staying in place. I have the brand new needle in, and so you heard it kind of pound the first couple stitches. That's the machine deciding how hard it needs to push that needle in order to penetrate it. And once it's sewn a few stitches by pounding through, it kind of adjusts the power. So you don't have to press on your foot control harder. The machine will just pound that needle a little harder. So it'll decide that on its own.
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm still on the wrong screen. Okay, here we go.
Okay, they're
There
not,
we go.
okay.
Okay.
So here, I'm about to sew that strap again. And see, now it's already adjusted the power. It usually just pounds through on the first few stitches that are thick. There. And I'm just going to let it sew to one side. Oop, I need to pull on this.
Move the
It's
camera.
not feeding. What's that,
Sorry
PJ?
about that. They told me to move the camera.
Oh, good. Okay.
You did.
Yeah, it's live. It's real.
We're live.
That's everybody said they want us to stay this way. That not edited, where they want us to. Now look at
But
see
I
how
can
that.
move the camera when you're.
Yeah, yeah. You can. Yeah, move the camera. Let's see that kind of shifted. I gotta move it back. I saw it like it's
You need
crooked.
the-
Do I need? Oh, we need the stylus. Yeah, so I can jab that handle. Oh, I better. Okay. It just all of a sudden went crooked. That one handle. I'm right there. I'm almost good. I'm almost in a good position. So you don't want it to go crooked. Although, would it matter? I
If
don't
you
know.
pull a little bit on the
Pull it on the,
On
like
the
I'm there
under part?
good.
Yeah.
And then here, I gotta get this one back. So how come it's not moving? Because I've caught it, I have my stylus
'Cause you've
through all the
chopped it.
layers. That's why. So now I'm looking good. It's
Yep,
just the
that looks
point.
good.
Yeah, and right there, and my handle's right there. Okay, let me just peek. Yeah, I think I'm good. I see my marking there and the handle right there. Okay, so. What do you think, Sherry, would be the best project to do for a beginner sewer? Very first one. Because this is kind of hard.
I think if you did, you could do like a little lunchbox. That's
Yeah.
like a little lunch bag so it's straight.
Yeah, all
Anything that is straight.
So they have success the first time they go to sew, and they go home
Right.
with a project. That's what, that the young people are just used to doing things so fast. We were taught to go really, really slow.
Oh, and machines were not. Machines didn't do all the things that they do now.
Yeah. Here, I'll
You could
take
go
that
forward,
clip out.
backward, and maybe zigzag.
There, let's see, it wasn't moving. That's because I needed to pull that fabric forward a little bit. Okay, I think it's the moment of reckoning is right now. We're gonna turn it. So maybe we'll come up to the table to do this.
Sure.
Okay, I hope it's okay.
We're going to
All right.
pull it through the bottom,
yes,
and then we're
So-
going to top stitch it.
yes. Okay. Oh, okay.
Well,
So
you-
we'll
you
flip
can.
it. We'll flip it over there. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So I pulled this out.
Right.
And so,
And then you-
now see, this is me with my bigger hands. But I think I could still reach in and get it. But I think I should have
Maybe a little
left
more.
open. I should have left
If
open
you
like.
push it,
Yeah.
if you push it up from here, so you don't have to stick your hand in it.
Okay.
There you go.
We got that.
And you don't have to. You don't have to worry about your hand size at all.
Yeah, did you get that? She pushed it up. Okay, I don't even have to get my hand in. Oh my goodness, good thing I had you with me. Yes. Okay. Oh, we should have our turning tool. You turn.
turn.
See how I'm getting her to do the work? You turn while I look for my turning tool. So
I've
poke out
watched
the
how
corners.
you have Joni make clothes that are your size.
That always my size. Yes, yes. So this is the RNK turning tool. PJ, this is something we should have shown them, but we have shown it a million times. But this is our. Do you have one of these at home? Yeah,
I do.
You got to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Okay, so
Now, shouldn't we
Which
pull the
one is
lining
that?
out and sew the bottom?
we will do that.
We
Yeah.
will, not yet.
What
No.
they tell you to do, and I think just so that you're sure that you have enough,
Oh, okay, that's
the
like the
give.
last thing
Yep.
to do.
and you
Top
can
stitch
top
around the
stitch
top
it.
edge of the bag.
I would
Okay.
I'd probably press it first. but-
Okay, we could do that. I got the iron. I'll make sure it's on. Okay.
I think-
Let's see
I
how
think
it's
when
looking
you-
so far. It's looking cute.
When you press before you top stitch, it's going to.
No, you don't have
smooth
to
it.
do it the exact size they say. You can make it bigger or
Right.
smaller. See, I like my.
And I think you get. Don't you get 2 bags out of a fat quarter?
I only got one
Did you?
because you got
Okay.
two pieces, 10 by 11 and a half. And then the handles.
That's true.
Yeah, so we probably ended up with extra this, the lining. Okay, so I'm just going to bring that here and press. Let's see. Okay, like I would, so how would you get that out? I would
I
grab
would
my
pull the
stylus and help me.
handles, and I roll it like this.
Okay, and then you'd iron, okay.
And then I would iron it.
Yeah, okay, so we'll get the iron in there. And if you still feel like it is nice to have the stylus and pull that seam out. Yeah, remember it's just a little gift bag, but if they throw it away, that would be...
That'll be the last time you ever make them anything.
Exactly. You can find out for them. You can,
sure
let's
I
just
can-
Are they-
check with them.
Are they gift worthy?
Yes, again.
It's your time that you're giving them as well.
Right, yeah. And just how would you check with them later to say, oh my God, do you have that
Oh,
gift bag that I made you? I was just wondering. And if they say no,
Oh, I gave it to a friend.
I gave,
that would
then
be
it'd
nice.
that would be good.
Nice.
Yeah. But if they say no, that was thrown out.
Oh, I
Then
don't
they
know
would
what
never
happened
get
to
another
it.
present. I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, how would you know? They couldn't. You have to regift it. That's the reason.
Regifting would be the way you know it was a good gift.
Yeah.
Because they weren't embarrassed to give it to somebody else.
Yes, that's true. And if they were a true friend,
They would tell you.
yeah. And if they would say,
If it's a
"Oh,
true friend, you know if they like homemade
Yeah.
things. Homemade things take on a different level
yeah."
with these.
You know, I have a brother that for his wedding, her aunt gave them a double wedding ring.
Nice.
And,
Quilt.
okay, but no, it wasn't on his bed. And so I said, where's the quilt? He said, I don't like handmade things. That's what he said. I went,
Did she know that?
Well, no.
Oh,
the
that's a
aunt never. No,
heartbreak.
I said a double wedding ring quilt. I showed them that it would have been $600 to buy it. I said that's worth $600, and then they put it out.
And that's a labor
Yeah.
of love.
Yes, it is. I mean, that's a lot. Okay, do you think I'm good enough? Or do you think
I
you would
that's
iron
good.
again?
No, I think that feels
No,
good.
yeah, like
Yeah.
okay, because we're just not going to worry. You could be. We have
You
a
don't
lot
really
of
even have
sewers.
to. You don't even really have to
Yeah.
top stitch if
Look
you
at
don't want
that.
to.
So you could
Or you
make
could do a
that
decorative
taller,
little
and it could be a wine bag. All right, I'm going to go top stitch. Okay, I'm going to go top stitch over here, PJ.
Yeah.
And that's you need your free arm again. Okay. So work with the ironing. Make sure, because look, I can see my white a little bit. But I mean, are we really?
But when you're sewing, if you kind
Pull.
of push it under,
Yeah.
while you're sewing,
yeah, so,
you want your stylus.
yeah, maybe.
That seam
If
ripper
I
is
just
making me
push it
nervous.
under a little bit as I'm going, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to lower my foot. Okay, I'm going to take it to a 3-stitch length. I'm still in center needle. Ooh, that's going to be too far from the edge. So here's another time that I think I would do my left-right shift and swing that needle over. Maybe this time just to 6. There's at 6, and I think I'm good. Okay. So I still have on that stitch. And if you're, so don't use such
you
a
go.
contrasting fabric on the lining, right? Because if you used a print on the top where the lining fabric kind of blended in,
It could look like
you wouldn't have
piping.
to fight with it so much. So there. Now it's really gonna pound. Let's see how it does. So I've got that guide will go right in a seam line. It didn't have any trouble at all. So I'm using the lick your finger method to hold on to the fabric. But this would be fun to make a bunch of these. See, that last year went by so fast, didn't it? That we didn't get to make everything we wanted to make for Christmas. And
Yeah, it's
whoop, I
hard to
got-
believe it's December.
time.
Yeah.
December.
yeah, it's almost 2024. I don't like that.
Wait till you see how much faster it goes with your little girl.
Oh,
You have to
Yeah.
enjoy the little moments.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she's so much fun. She is just the most pleasant baby. in the whole wide world.
She was
Yes.
having a blast on the plane.
Yes, she
Oh,
was. She was
good.
laughing. Turbulent, she was laughing. Because it was
Did
windy.
you drug her before, or they used to tell you that to give your babies
Yeah.
something like not a no dose, but a something so that they
Yeah.
could sleep on the plane.
Yeah, she didn't sleep a wink, did she? But she
No.
never cried.
No.
So his baby is just pleasant all the time, and she likes to eat. So when you feed her, it's really fun because she opens her mouth.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we should pull the lining out. I'll snip those threads, but we'll pull the lining out. And I should have white thread in, but I'm just going to do it with the navy. And we'll just tuck that edge in and sew that shut. Okay, from here to here. And this time I think I'll just do center needle. There, so I just reselected the stitch and it went back to, oh, I'll just hold it about right there. There, and I keep going till here. Now Joni's still visiting her grandchildren. I didn't even ask her when she was coming back. I just said she loves to go. So I just said, no rush, just go and enjoy yourself. So, okay, then I'll tuck this in, puff it out, and we are good. Now I see a couple little threads, so we'll snip those threads up here, and then we'll show you some merchandise. So, okay.
That's
All right.
That looks good.
Yeah, it does.
Very cute.
It looks very cute. Just have a few little stitches. So it is really cute. And we all have lots and lots of scraps. So use your fat quarters that were in your gift bag. Use that presser foot. What was the presser foot's name again?
So the first one you used was, well, the one you ended up using is the Baby Lock 5/8 inch seam guide foot.
Yes.
And
So let
yeah,
me bring that
that's-
one up because, you know, 5/8 inch seam guide is garment sewing, but we were using it. So I guess the lines on the foot probably, I'm thinking about right there. No, I'm thinking about right there from center needle. Let's lay it on and see which notch is the 5/8. So there's center needle, no one more notch out. About right there, right? Because if I put that on
Right, where
yeah.
the middle is.
Yeah, so it's that third red line. Line it up, and then you've got the exact 5/8 inch. But, okay, so one more notch in. You know, these are always made in metric. So, okay, that one, it'd be the 1/2 inch. And then this one, it's
that a
like
quarter?
about a little more than a quarter. That's
Not
why I had
quite
to shift my
3/8.
needle.
Okay.
Yeah, about 3/8, yeah. And then farthest out it will go. It looks about 7/8. 7/8. So that if I wanted to do a straight stitch hem about 1 inch
Right.
from the bottom, I'd swing it. It won't come off. At one point, this piece would come off, and then people lost it. And so, yeah. So
And it does that. It's more stable when you sew. When you have your using that as the edge.
yeah, because it just it rests, and I guess see that has this blade that hangs down. So, yes. So okay, all right there. What kind of present will I give in this? Well, this like doesn't even look like Christmas. This looks like Hanukkah. Hanukkah's
There you
going
go.
on right now, right? So, yep. But or any gift, a birthday gift, anytime. You could use up all your scraps, and experiment and make it bigger, right? Maybe
Yep.
make it a little narrower and a little taller, and you got a wine bag, right?
Put somebody's name on it.
Yeah. Now, what do you have for us to show?
Oh, let's see what I had first. Well, I think your cuddle should go first.
Cuddle, yes, because this is the cuddle, the elusive cuddle that we've been waiting since the fall. This is
Yeah.
the navy blue cuddle.
And it's beautiful.
It is gorgeous, yes. So we did have it earlier in the fall just because we had some from last year. So, so every once in a while a color gets really hard to get. So I try to do at the end of the season buy an extra.
Right.
But we didn't have enough of the navy. So this is just 2 yards of navy cuddle. And we are going to catch Sherry. She ripped the cuddle.
It's a knit back, and
Yes.
everyone's going to say you're crazy.
Yes.
But you can tear, and it tears straight, any of the fake fur, the cuddle, anything in that.
Yes.
That family,
She
yeah.
did it like
And
in
I,
a second.
and I did that one.
Yes, and it ripped straight. That's
And it's-
amazing.
And there aren't little fuzzies everywhere.
No, because you didn't cut the fur.
Right,
No,
'cause
there
you're
was
just
no
cutting the
fuzz.
back.
Yes. So we're gonna catch her doing it, and we're gonna just film like a.
30
What,
seconds.
you
30
said
seconds.
30-second video, and then we're gonna put it. Yes, yes, and we're gonna film you doing it, and then it's just gonna play over and over again. PJ's gonna put us on Instagram with that, a Facebook reel. So Instagram, and you said there was other things.
Oh, there's other things.
There's other things. What are they like?
TikTok,
TikTok? So we're gonna be on TikTok.
Twitter.
Twitter? Yeah.
Um,
I don't do any of those
I don't
things.
do
Do you?
Twitter because you had to come up with a clever name. And I
Yeah.
was like, that's too much work.
Yes. Yes. All
So
right.
you're gonna be everywhere.
So this, anyhow, if you want the navy blue cuddle, this is a 2-yard piece, which means it is 58 inches wide by 72. So perfect for a throw.
It's so
Yes.
soft.
Yes. We'll have to show some more flannels on Thursday. Oh, this is great. Okay, they've been asking. I got to save some of these
Printed
for Pat.
ones? Oh
when
my
does
gosh.
Pat come in? Because she wanted some of these.
Thursday.
Yes. So she better tell us which one she wants. Hopefully
If
she's.
she's watching, Pat,
Yeah,
tell
Pat,
us now.
tell us which ones you want so we don't sell out. Okay, so these are children's sizes and they're really
so
cute,
cute.
prints. So this is the, they say hide and seek collection. Huh. So this is the Night Owl brand Night Scope. So we showed the beanies and the pom-pom hats, and now we have children's sizes. So I love this.
so
It's like a mint green with a teal, and you press it and it lights up. So they go outside at night. Tommy.
Reading under their
Yeah, that's
blanket.
what my Kate said. She said, and then you could dim it. So that's the brightest. Press it again to dim it. Press it again to dim it. Press it again to turn it off. And
Wow.
what's so neat about it now, see this, they have it stitched here because, they wanted to make sure that these didn't come
fall
out.
off.
But it just comes out and you wash the hat if you need to, put it back in. It is rechargeable. It goes right in. We don't have another hat that I can, but this little cap.
The black and white one is open already.
Is open.
Oh.
Okay. So here, the black and white one. So we have all these different
That one's
colors.
called Race You There.
Race you there. I
that's
think
so
it's really cute. So this comes out and the cap comes off. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, the cap comes off and you put it in any USB port to charge it. It'll go
Very
right
clever.
into your, they call it a brick, the part that you plug into the wall. Yes, so you recharge it. I think I like rechargeable things. And then look at this, it just goes in so easy.
It'd be way more comfortable than having batteries at the top of your head, too.
Yes, it'll be kind of hanging your eyes. Yeah. So this one, so this one is called what? Race You There.
Race You There.
Okay. What is this one called?
That one
Camouflage?
is cool. It's called Incognito.
Incognito. Okay. So that's blue.
Very clever.
Yes. Night Scope. Yes. Okay. How about this one? The pink. What's this one
Wild
called?
Child.
What was
Wild Child.
it? Wild Child. Yes.
Sort
It's
of a
got
leopard.
yes, a leopard print, shades of pink. Okay.
Oh,
And
it does it,
then
and that's pepper.
Peppermint. Oh, there we go. There's the names.
It only took us to the
Okay.
fourth one.
Peppermint. I do like this color. Peppermint with a white pom
Yeah,
pom.
it's prettier than mint.
Yeah. So
like-
I would say my granddaughters, they don't like pink. I don't know why they don't like pink.
I think the peppermint.
I do like the peppermint, and I think they would like the blue and this. For some reason, they don't like pink. What? I don't know where they came
No.
from. They don't like pink.
Does it say on there what size?
Oh,
Because they are kids sizes, but they do stretch.
yeah. So, let's see. This
Don't
one's
know.
open.
Do you want me to put it on?
Yeah, see how tight
it
it
says
is.
one size fits most.
Yes.
Kid
So,
friendly.
See how tight you think it is.
Kid
Come in here and put it
And I
on.
like my hats tight anyway. but
That's a
what do
little
you
too
think?
tight.
That looks a
it's
little
a little
snug.
too tight.
What
yeah.
would you say? Like I think my Kate, who's
But I would
8,
wear it.
at 8, she could wear that size.
I think it depends on how big head.
The kid
Snyder
is.
children
yeah.
have big heads.
So,
Yeah, it feels a little
yeah.
tight, but
a
it
little
will.
too tight.
it
Too
does-
tight for PJ.
I have a
So
big
let's
head.
say, well, child size usually is 12 and under. So it just depends
Yeah.
on how big the kid is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how big their head is.
Yeah. So.
Very cute.
Okay, it is. They're really cute, and we only put we have them in stock. We're ready to ship right away. I mean, they will get them out as fast as they possibly can. I think they've been. I want to
been
video the
really-
shippers how fast they
Yeah.
move. Like it's like they don't even look at you when you're down there. They're just going, you right, and they zip past
They
you.
took out 3 huge bags.
Yeah.
And then some boxes. It
Right.
was crazy down there.
Yes, they are.
crazy.
Nothing
Yeah.
is stopping them down there. No. So yep, they're getting. And Janine's checking on orders and all kinds of things are
Lots
going
of
on
things
there.
happening.
Yep, we're moving as fast as we can. Unfortunately, we had a week where 3 people were off sick. They got really. Janine got really, really, really sick. So
Yeah.
and she answers the emails. So that's what happens at Christmas, huh? Yeah.
Get run down. People
Yeah.
breathe on you.
Yes, people
Turn.
breathe on you. Yes, yes. There was people behind me on the plane that were coughing and coughing and coughing. Did you hear them?
It sounded bad, yeah.
Yeah, it sounded really bad.
Yeah.
Even the stewardess came over and made them put
Oh,
masks
really?
on. Yeah.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, I heard her say, "I have people coughing. I'm gonna go get the masks." Yeah, yeah. So
You're a little too close in a plane.
right,
Yeah,
because they were
all
right
those
behind me.
germs.
So hopefully I'll stay healthy. Yep.
So you,
Okay, these are brand new scissors, Sherry. Oh, these are so
Oh,
cool.
these have the
Look at
ruler
this.
on them.
It does. Okay, that's
Those
so
are
cool.
cool.
Okay, so we got to open one. So these are from Moda, and they're lightweight comfort grip. We're
Want
gonna
me to
open
open?
one.
Okay.
Yeah. So open them up.
okay.
When I
Nice handles.
yeah, let's just see how we like them. Okay. Okay.
And they're
so
9
there.
inches, right?
So there's okay. So we got it so 2 inch. So I guess you'd lay it here. Okay. So if you wanted to
Yeah.
cut something just 2 inches, you'd lay it on the 2. So there's a 2 right there, and you cut, and it cuts.
Cuts 2 inches.
So yes. So they say yeah. So it's got the numbers right on the blade.
cool.
Yes. So that is really neat. So these are the lightweight comfort grip dressmaker shears. They're 9 inches, perfect for sewing and quilting.
Oh, it's a really big handle in that,
Yeah,
too.
it is. They cut Joni's test on all of them.
I
It's-
just entered them, and we didn't talk about price, but I think they're a good, appropriate price.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll just, they'll get this price
Yeah.
today, and then maybe it will have to be adjusted.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
We'll double check. Yeah. They'll get this price today for sure.
Which
If it's higher,
This is the 9-inch dressmaker pair.
Okay, dressmaker.
And then,
okay.
then the other one
yeah.
is.
And see, it cuts right to the point.
$22.95 for the dressmaker.
Yeah, that sounds about right for the dressmaker shears. Yeah, so those are really nice. It's got the Moda logo. You know they don't
And they're lightweight.
they wouldn't put their name on it unless it was good. You know, we
Sure.
love their fabric. Okay, so that is the dressmaker shear. Now this one, precision blade for applique.
That's
So
an
we got
embroidery scissors.
Yes.
Embroidery? Okay.
So, embroidery scissor, yes. And that one's a hobby scissor. Okay, you open that one,
This
I'll
looks
open
like the
this
same-
one.
This looks like the same size as the Karen K. Buckley.
Yeah, let's look. Let's see. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they're not the squishy handle.
No, they're just
Yeah.
the regular handle.
Okay, these are really nice. They brought these out at Quill Market, so we just got them. So we ordered them in late October. So, okay, and twist the little twisty tie. How's that one
Ooh, they
feeling?
have nice
Here,
handles.
snip to the edge. See how it does. So that one is the hobby scissor.
Hobby.
So hobby would tell me maybe you would cut thicker. No.
You know what? The one side of it is blunt. Let me see if
Yeah.
I do it this way.
Okay. Nope.
No, it doesn't
No.
stitch to the end. No.
Buy these.
No.
I wouldn't buy them. I wouldn't.
Okay.
So don't. So what? The hobby scissors?
The hobby scissors.
Yeah. Don't buy
Don't buy them.
No, we can't sell them to somebody. They'll be disappointed, right? Okay, like
Well, how
so.
about
So
the embroidery scissors?
well, let's just show them what
if
we
you're
went.
cutting
For.
thread, those would be fine.
Yeah, but look at that.
I know they're not cutting to the edge.
No, don't buy these.
You have that expectation when you're cutting that it's going to cut to the edge.
Yes. Okay, so now the
here
embroidery
goes.
scissors. Let's just see. Okay, there.
Oh,
they're cutting
yeah.
to the edge. Okay, so they're better. Yeah, they're cutting
Those-
right to the edge.
And both of them, yeah, they have a better point on
So
them.
what
That
the
that doesn't
heck?
have a good
Let's see
point
what
on
it
the one
says.
side. Of it.
Non-stick Teflon. They've all got the non-stick Teflon, and so maybe the craft and hobby. If you were cutting through adhesives, let's just see. But see,
Yeah, it's not
I
cutting
would
to the
rather
edge.
get like, couldn't you just? So I've got 4 layers of fabric here. So there,
Yeah.
I'd rather have these. I would rather have
Yeah.
these with the ruler and everything.
To the big pair and the littlest pair.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the hobby scissors were
That-
no
No good.
no good.
No
Okay.
good. Somebody can buy them if they want them, but
If-
we just,
If you want the whole set, get
yeah.
3 matching scissors.
They're all Teflon, so nothing sticky will stick to them. But so far, we really like. I
These
think that's
two.
really neat with the ruler on it, and these
And
were
the
good
little
too.
embroidery.
Yeah, the embroidery, and they all have the Teflon coating. So I think if you're snipping through, like if you're using Steam-A-Seam 2, that's really
Right.
sticky. So if you're doing a lot of applique.
And then these are.
But I still, okay, so
Those
these
are
are new
brand new.
things, okay. Oh, this,
Ooh.
couple new patterns. What do you see in here?
Oh,
Something, you're jumping ahead.
it's one of the days.
PJ, we can't show those.
Those are one of the. That's
That didn't come up yet?
No.
Okay, pretend like you didn't see that. Okay,
Okay.
okay. But look at this one. I really like this pattern. It's from Swirly Girls. It's called Panel Pop. And there's actually a really good fabric that they were using with this. I think it was the Northern Lights fabric.
Oh, that's really pretty.
Yeah. So this is really nice pattern for a panel. And it's hard sometimes with a panel. So how big does this pattern end up? Okay, this one, let's see.
It depends on the
center-
size of your panel.
Oh, okay. So if your panel is just the 24 by 42, it ends up 36 by 54. Now, see me, I would want it bigger
A
than
little bit
36.
bigger than that.
So what would you do? Put a border around it?
I think that's
Okay.
what makes the difference on those.
Yeah,
The
maybe
size
this.
of this plus the borders that you're putting.
Right. Okay, so depending on so if you have a panel that is 36 and a half by 42 and a half, your
So then
quilt will
you're
end
good.
up 48 by 54. So those 1 yard wide quilts, this would be a really good
Right.
pattern for that. Okay, now this one, and we have the sample here somewhere. What did I do with it? But this is the Bird Brain Designs.
Is it
This
the
is an embroidery design CD, and it's,
it's here.
snowmen. You see it?
Yep,
Oh,
got
good,
it.
good. Okay, there it is. I love this pattern. We've, it's really cute. Here we go. So PJ, you have to show them the whole thing. We're gonna lay it flat, and
Or is it easier to hold it up or lay it
he
flat?
has. Yeah, I think he can zoom in on it here, right? Okay.
let's
So
see.
we straighten it a little, and that'll be easier for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Okay, so it's the embroidery design. What I do with it right here. So it's called a yard of snowmen table runner. So the directions for the table runner is inside. They're so cute, aren't they? Really
They are
cute.
cute.
And they are.
And the stitching is nice.
Yeah.
It looks like you did it by hand.
Yeah, and look at like the leaves on the trees. Oh, I see a little thread. We need those. We need our little snips here. So.
You got the big pair or the little pair?
Oh, is this the pair we don't like?
Oh, no, that's the little pair.
This is the hobby. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the regular pair.
Yeah, okay. Okay, but the stitching is really nice. Do you remember the company called Cactus Punch Embroidery Designs?
Oh, yeah.
They were
Yeah.
it, right? They were
For a
it.
long time.
She does their digitizing. So her name was Lindy Goodall. I wonder
Nice.
it says design. Yeah, but she was working with these Bird Brain designs. So this is an embroidery design. Okay, let me tell you, one table runner, 12 motif designs. So this is a motif, This might be another one. So how many snowmen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 snowmen. It's in all different formats: DST, EXP, HUF, JEF, PES, VIP, VP3, and XXX. The hoop size, it says 8" by 12. So they recommend an 8
bigger
by
hoop.
12 or larger hoop. So it turns out really, really cute and really inexpensive. Like, how much is this, PJ? Do you know?
$18.95.
$18.95, and you get all those designs, 12 motif designs, and the pattern. So it's kind of hard to see here, but it has the prairie points on the ends, and the pattern
They're
is in
really
there.
pretty.
I just love it. I love
Yeah.
it. This is so perfect
The,
for.
blue, the colors that they use were perfect.
Yeah. Look, it looks cold, doesn't it? So they said 12 motif designs, a yard full of snowmen to enjoy all winter long. 7 snowmen out in the yard with trees, birds, and birdhouses. Make a super table runner or a big bench pillow for decorating. And they tell you how to position it too, exactly where to position it. Okay, so really
Nice.
cute. Okay. Now, this is my favorite quilting thread. Steve really likes Superior threads too. I know we love Aurifil, we love it, but this is also a 50 weight thread. It's 100% cotton, and it's called Superior, and this is their neutrals collection. So it goes from like an off-white, cream, a little bit darker, the light gray, medium gray, and then black. So really nice. Was that me? Somebody's calling me. There. Okay, so it's just a really, really nice set of thread, and it comes in a nice case too. Snaps shut. There, so Superior threads.
These,
Okay.
and these are
You
cotton.
mentioned heavyweight fusible. Is that something you used?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I don't use the regular fusible fleece anymore. It's too flimsy.
There are 3 different weights
Yeah.
in the fleece.
Yeah. If you just go regular fusible fleece, remember when I did my oval? I'm going to go grab my oval to show them the difference.
It's once you find when you have the regular fleece that you buy, and then all of a sudden you go to the store and you buy what you think is the regular one, and it's not, it's thinner, it's a major difference.
Yeah. So here's what we made, and it just flops, right? Here's what we made just the other day, and it does.
a little more.
And this is the heavyweight fusible fleece. So I'm not even buying in the regular anymore.
Right.
Because when you make a table runner, you want it to lay like that. I mean, this doesn't look bad on the table, but it just feels a little flimsy.
Yeah.
And even not really though, because you have all these layers to stiffen it. But you know, certain times
But there's
like
a difference.
yeah,
big
so
difference in it.
that I'm sure I used the heavyweight on our little bag. I'm sure I did. It just makes the bag stand up. You don't want to make the bag and have it flop down.
Right.
So is this what you're showing now? Is the 2-yard cut of?
2-yard cut.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't come packaged, so we have to cut it. So we cut them in 2-yard pieces, and you will get the really nice fusible fleece. So I love these, don't
They're
you?
so pretty.
Yes, so many people are making them, and then they're posting a picture on our
picture's
group
nice.
page, which I love. It just keeps me going. This is a project that we do with beginners to get them used to doing the IQ Designer, and it just turns out
To
so
learn the
elegant.
fills and the
Yeah.
candle wicking.
Yeah, and it just looks so good. So it makes them fall in love with their machine. In fact, when we demonstrate the machine to people, we do that. And you know, when you click, we say click inside, go fill bucket, click inside the oval, and boom, there's
there it is.
And it's like, oh, and they fall in love with the machine right there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay. So now we have different size packaging of the Shape Flex. Okay, so take a look. This first one is 15 inch by 2 yards. So this would be good for like bag making, table runners that only go to 15.
Right.
Okay, it also fits your hoop. So if you're, usually I go a 15 inch width when I'm using my biggest hoop. I'll use, so it's cut just right so you can cut it off and back your fabric right there. So this is a 2 yard cut of 15 inch wide by 2 yard, and it's SF 101 Shape Flex. So now, okay, so the next one is just the same thing, but it's wider, 20 inch. So really better for table runners. But
Right.
this size, the 15 inch size, is perfect for
embroidery.
Wander Lane, you know, because we back every one of the background pieces. And so the 15 inch by 2 yards is perfect. So this next one is 20 inch by 1 yard. So 20 inch by 1 yard. I think this is the one I would buy. The 15. Otherwise, I would go, because Shape Flex is only like 20 inch wide.
It
Right?
comes both. It comes in a
It's got
60
60.
inch wide too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's sold out everywhere. So
And
that's
the 60 inches, you plenty
why. Right.
for no matter what you're working on. Mm-hmm. It's a better buy.
Yeah.
And everybody
And-
was asking about the ruler, so you've got.
Oh,
one
this
there.
one, the box bag template, yes. And we have to show them more. So this part of it is to do your box corners, okay? This part of it is if you want a curved pouch, so a curved bottom, and you kind of make your dart.
To make the
So we have to
It's
learn
kinda
more
hard to
about
see with
this.
the grid
Oh, it
behind it,
is.
yeah.
Okay, right there. Is that easier to see? Or should I put it on white? Maybe that would make
Yep.
it easier. I'll just get this piece of fleece in there. We need them all to light up like our
The glow.
Yes. I don't know. We might be sold out on the glow ruler at this point, but we may still have more. So if you're wondering about the ruler, it's like 6 inch by 6 inch.
Right.
And it lights up, and it's really neat. It's really neat. It's rechargeable, but I think when I checked late last night, there was only 2 left, so we might be sold out on
But we
those.
do have plenty of these. It's saying 0,
Oh, we do. We better change the quantity because I just got it. We just got in a bunch.
but you just got them in.
Yeah. So
Okay,
go
good.
ahead, put it in. I'll go tell Steve to increase the quantity. Okay. They're gonna hear me say it. Steve.
And then
We just got in
what else we
24
got?
of the box bag template. Can you change the
Your
quantity?
precision turning tool. Do you want to show the turning tool? And I mean,
Yes.
There it is.
Yeah. Where
It's
this
right
is
on the bottom.
This is the stylus. Where is it?
Oh.
Oh, wait. Here's the turning tool. So here.
We just had that.
This is great. And there's another
Yeah.
turning tool out there, but this is our
And
favorite.
because it doesn't have a sharp point, you're not going to gouge
Yes.
through the corner.
Go all the way
Yeah.
through. Yes. And,
And we all have done that.
yes, we have. We've all gone, pulled it too hard and gone right through the seam or whatever. So, and then another thing that's nice, it's just a simple little thing, but it's a hex, so it doesn't roll
Doesn't
off
roll
your
off.
table. Yes. And then what else did you have after that?
After that, I don't have much. The fat quarter.
Oh, yeah. How many do we have left? Did you check? I'll check. I'll check while you guys talk about it. How
Okay.
many we have left?
Okay.
Because, so,
Because there
So-
were some people that had them in their carts.
These are the metallics.
Mm-hmm.
So you have 22 fat quarters in these beautiful metallics, and they are folded so cleverly like a star. So you might not even want to use them.
I know.
You might want to
I
keep
wouldn't
them
want to
in your
use
sewing room
them.
for decoration during the holidays. But this one has really the colors. There's dark burgundies and gold, hunter greens, teal, navy, black, and it looks like there's 2 in most of the shades, and that one's gold. And
What
That
is
one-
that called,
silver.
PJ? So
That
I
one
can
might
check.
be sold out, the gold one.
The gold.
but,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I'll check.
That's okay.
It's Hoffman, right? Hoffman fat quarters?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hoffman makes beautiful
fabrics.
fabrics.
And then
But
silver.
But the reason why they're sold out is because they have them on half off. Yes.
So do we
Okay,
and the
so
silver
the
is silver,
gold.
grays, some more burgundies, teals, and the greens are all a little different. They're different colors than what is in the gold, just different shades. But that's really pretty too.
I don't see
The
that
pretty
one.
ribbon.
The silver one.
Do you want to look up on the screen? I have it here.
Okay.
Right here.
Do we have any left of that one?
Let's see. We have 6 of the silver ones.
Okay,
the gold
so
ones
There's
are.
6 of these.
Gold ones are sold out.
Yeah, I think
The
they sold out.
silver, there's 6 left at half off.
They're
6 left
so
at half
pretty.
off. Hey, why don't we tell Steve? Okay, I'm gonna go over and say,
Okay.
tell him, because we have 6 left. We want to make sure they sell. Okay, so Steve,
And then what
Oh,
else
he's
can we
gone.
talk about? Spool
He's-
huggers
He must
What?
have gone downstairs. Oh,
yeah.
in this drawer.
So
right
I'm gonna
here,
go.
near the iron.
I am going in the other room,
Yeah.
Oh.
and I'm checking on these
So-
so
Hoffman
the
fat
spool
quarters.
huggers.
So I still have my microphone
see.
on.
When you have
so-
those
Spool huggers.
books, let's see the
Okay.
thread. Well, we already
Can't
have this one
find
wound
them.
into this. So in case you don't wind
You know
your
what they
thread
call 'em.
into the
silver
bottom of the spool.
metallic Hoffman.
Gloria's running off with a
Okay.
microphone and
Because I want to
talking all
lower the
sorts
price
of-
to make sure you guys buy them.
Just
Hoffman. silver.
Don't talk to yourself.
Yeah, well, I'm talking to
So
them.
the
Oh, then
spool-
she's
I am.
talking to the
I'm
audience.
talking to
Oh,
them.
okay.
Yeah, but PJ, I can't find it on
She's
the
trying to
computer.
show spool huggers.
No, oh, she's on spool covers, but I wanted to lower the price of this.
She's gonna
Oh, she's
lower it
changed-
even further. Do you want me to do it? I can do it.
You could do it. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll come over to you.
Okay,
then.
so right now,
Okay.
let's go back to the silver.
Okay, so go back to silver.
And well, it looks like $44.95.
Yeah, but that's the half off price.
That's the half off.
It
price.
says we don't have any left. Do you think that's right?
I think the people.
Did
I
they
think
buy
I
'em at
think they
half
bought
off?
'em, Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good price to
Okay,
get it.
it is. I know. So
That's originally $100.
right. Mm-hmm. They were 99
Yeah.
something. Yeah. Okay. So they're gone.
They're gone.
Thank you very much, everyone. Yes.
And then-
Wonderful.
Okay, let's go back to the spool huggers.
Okay, the
huggers.
spool hugger. So the thread is now attached. You don't have any loose ends.
Mm-hmm. I
And
love
they
these.
work really well.
Yep. I love them.
It keeps the errant ends from,
Yes.
from
So
rushing
here,
away.
I was putting away thread. Here is, and it's like we love our exquisite thread because we can take it and wind it up and then put it in here.
Which takes a lot of time.
It does take a lot of time, and then but still I like one of these with it because sometimes the thread comes loose. Ooh, oh, there was two
There were
there.
two on there.
Okay, so there. So I love them. So yeah, you got with your gift box. Did they
The
open
gift box,
these?
The gift box you had either 12,
12.
or 14, depending.
Oh yeah, who was counting that day?
counting.
Yes, some people got a bonus. Yes, 12 or 14.
That was day 4.
Day 4. Okay, and then how many did they get in their package?
24.
I think 24.
Yeah. So to me,
That's a nice
24 would
package.
be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
24 plus if you got 12, then you'd have 36. Then your threads won't be scrambled in your drawer. You could even just throw it in a drawer and nothing will
It
happen.
won't roll away.
No. Yes, it won't roll away. Yes. Okay.
Well, I think that's it.
That's it. That's good. All
Okay.
right. And so tomorrow is what? Wednesday.
Wednesday, it's Kimberbell.
Okay, Kimberbell at 3.
Yep.
But you never know, we might jump on earlier. Because remember last week I did something, because
You
I
did
wanted to
something
make
else.
sure that they learned how to do the oval. That's why I went on.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
So we'll see. I'm thinking that I'd be best used either in kit cutting or down in shipping, helping them. So I think that
Probably
would be
shipping.
Shipping. I'll go down
We're
to
pretty
shipping.
cut up on
I'm gonna be in,
kits.
yeah, good.
Yeah.
I'm going to be down in shipping helping them. All right.
Okay.
So we'll see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock. So we'll just kind of bust into the Kimberbell and open the present, right? Tomorrow's
Surprise
present.
them.
Yes, surprise them at any moment tomorrow. So watch tomorrow at 3 o'clock and you'll get to see your present. I can't wait to see what it is too. All right. Bye,
All right.
everybody.
Bye.
Go make your